adventure. Dino Dex!
Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Dimetrodon Dino Profiles, and this is going to be a pretty short one since we're talking about probably one of the most mysterious creatures. There's honestly two very mysterious creatures in this franchise, and this is probably one of them. Mashikasaurus we already covered in a previous episode, and that was very mysterious just for the fact that there's literally no good images of its actual design since it's not a creature that has appeared in like the actual show, just on the website on the Dino timeline. That is pretty much its only appearance, and we do see its model, the actual design for it there. It doesn't have a 3D model, just a 2D design. Again, just like a piece of concept art probably considered for the show, and we do get to see it there, but we don't know much about what it looks like or really anything else about it since that was its only appearance. This creature, on the other hand, not only is not a dinosaur, but also just is even more mysterious. It's the Dimetrodon, which also appeared as concept art, but it's kind of hard to say what this concept art was used for, even if it was ever used for anything. The thing with this Dimetrodon is that it doesn't appear on the Dimetrodon website anywhere, which is where most of the concept art designs kind of ended up. I believe this is just probably uploaded somewhere online. There's actually a lot of the 2D like concept art images have been floating around online for quite a while now. I assume they're posted by the person that actually drew them. But, yeah, the Dimetrodon has just been kind of floating around. And again, it's nowhere on the Dimetrodon website. Dimetrodon has not appeared in the actual show. So it's just kind of interesting to wonder where it's gone. Again, this video is not going to have too much, like, visuals since this is the only thing we have for the Dino Kids Dimetrodon. And, yeah. Generally, I think that it was most likely used probably as just like an extra. It's probably just concept art. They probably were considering Dimetrodon at some point. Maybe it may have not even gotten that far into production, or even in production at all. It may have just been considered, and they may have just like, hey, let's draw some concept art, a lot of species we're possibly planning on doing, or maybe just to fill up the website or for extra things. And Dimetrodon just happened to be one of them, since it's somewhat of a popular species. If I had to guess, it probably has an appearance in the show on some piece of like merchandise, because that tends to happen a lot, and I haven't done like full deep dive looks into like Dino Dan, Dino Dan Trek's Adventure, and Dino Dana in every episode in the background to check. I've only done that with Dino Dex as of now, and I'll probably do, if I do find anything, I will do an update episode kind of covering that. But as of now, Dino Dan profile videos, I will not be including like things that appear on like cereal boxes or just as drawings in the background of episodes, because we would be here all day. And there's like an immeasurable amount of species that just appear there and really are sometimes not even unique designs. They're just random drawings pretty much. Or just random images of prehistoric creatures not really tied to the franchise outside of just appearing in the background. Dimetrodon, though, is 100% a piece of concept art, though, since it does have the same art style and is also lumped in with the other pieces of concept art. Again, we don't know much about Dimetrodon. All we know about is what the concept art looks like, and again, the concept art don't really often translate into what the final creature looks like. A lot of times they're really different. A lot of concept art actually have several different color designs, and some of the color designs just straight up change from the concept art to the actual finished model. And likely, if Dimetrodon was going to be added around the time this concept art was made, its colors would have been changed just to make them more unique. Like if it was introduced during the Dino Dan era, I would probably say it would get much more brighter colors. If it was introduced during Trek's Adventure, they'd probably just give it more patterns. And if it was introduced during Dino Dana, I think they would just completely change the colors and maybe give it a little bit brighter, a little bit more patterns, though not quite as much as they'd go with Dino Dan or Dino Dan Trek's Adventure. And if it were to appear in Dino Dex, it would probably look absolutely nothing like this and just kind of be a completely new design. I think it'd be really interesting to see this creature in Dino Dex. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Personally, I would love to see some synapsids, since I don't think we have any outside of like actual mammals. But yeah. I think Dimetrodon could be a pretty cool addition. If not Dimetrodon, at least some other synapsid like a Gorgonopsid or something, but I think Dimetrodon definitely would be a good time to bring it in since, again, we're getting more popular species now, like Ankylosaurus and Velociraptor. I think Dimetrodon could definitely work. Anyways, again, I'm sorry there's not too much information on Dimetrodon since, again, there's just so little on it, and these profiles are kind of pointless to do, like the Mashikasaurus and Dimetrodon, and honestly, this video was probably supposed to be shorter than it actually ended up being, but hey. Dimetrodon really just doesn't have much on it, and I do really want to catalog each creature. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. What's your thoughts on the Dimetrodon design? Do you think it should get a redesign? Do you think it should appear in Dino Dex? And is there any creatures you want to see me do a profile on in the future for Dino Dan Dino profiles? Just comment down below, and I'll take it into consideration. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and goodbye!